Welcome back today, guys, for another exciting battle report brought to you by Gaming Grotz. Today we're going to be battling out on the Vice, and in this mission the objectives start in the four corners, and then as the game progresses they kind of move towards the center until there is only one objective left on the final two turns of the match. So on turn 4 and 5 there will only be one objective in the middle of the battlefield. So on our battlefield today we'll be fighting it out on the grassland terrain here. One of our new battle mats that we're going to finally get to showcase off. Really happy to have this guy and have that correct battle size mat. So we've got some runes here and all the objectives again starting in the corners. Unique thing in this one always, if you're not aware with the Vice, these objectives are not wholly within your territory at the start. So it's nice and easy to get that aggressive expansion as that first turn battle tactic. Alright, let's get a look at those armies. Hey there guys, today I'm going to be playing my Soulblight Gravelords again today. Little change up today, just taking a different endless spell here and some different battalions. But today, still again, going to be my general for today is my Vampire Lord on Zombie Dragon. I'll be playing House Vyrkos again. He's taking the spell Amethyst Pinions. The artifact of power for him today is the Sangsaron, that he gets the extra D3 attacks when he charges. His command trait is driven by Death Stench, so he can reroll his charge rolls as well as everyone else wholly within 9 inches, I believe it is. Yeah, wholly within 9 of him. And then his mount trait is the Photon Miasma, so I can reroll the damage characteristic for the Pestilent Breath on him. Pretty loaded up there. Then we've also got Kritza, the Rat Prince. Really like him just with his survivability and how he gets to stand back up. Got Belladama Volga, and then Radikar the Beast. And also the Vampire Lord for my leaders. I'm going to be taking them in the command entourage to get me an extra relic. And then I have for BATTLELINE my 3 units of Direwolves. And then in my other slots I have 2 Fellbats and then my 1 unit of Vargeist that I have using my 3D printed werewolves there. Everybody's going to kind of be in Hunters of the Hearthlands, and you'll probably see why because of who we're facing off against. Grand strategy for today is just prize sorcery, just keeping one of my vampire characters alive till the end. And then my triumph is just the +1 to wound for the inspire, which I may be able to get. And then just the endless spell is going to be the scythe going through there. Now let's take a look at Jesse's army.
Alrighty, so for today's rematch game, I've got bringing my Kruleboyz with Kragnos. It's a little bit different of a list. It's a variant on the one that I actually took to the tournament a little while ago. So excited to try it out versus Soulblight. So in my general slot, I have the Snatchaboss on Sludgeraker. So he's got the artifact Arcane Tome, which gives him a spell, and I took Sneaky Miasma so that he can get a move potentially. His command trait is Super Sneaky, which lets me basically send up a unit first round onto an objective or just to move block or whatever I need them for. His mount trait is Fast On, so again getting another additional move, so that can give him basically 3 moves in 1 turn, which is pretty fun. I also have a Swampcalla Shaman, who just has the spell Nasty Hex to remove ward saves. Probably won't use that too much because he usually just wants the potion. I've got the big boy himself, Kragnos. Having him with Kruleboyz, it just makes them a ton better in my opinion. Letting him kind of just shepherd around the table to protect the stuff I want to protect, and then also throwing out an objective to count as 30 is pretty awesome. For my battle line, I've got 2 units of Gutrippaz, and then a unit of Man-skewers that's been reinforced twice, so 9 in that unit. I also have a Hobgrot Slittaz unit just to fill out some points and to potentially block up some stuff, screen, that kind of thing. I've also brought the endless spell Emerald Lifestorm to just heal some Boltboyz if I need to. Basically, I just really want to keep my Boltboyz alive. They're kind of my heavy-hitting unit alongside Kragnos. For battalions, I've got a battle regiment, so I'll be a 2-drop, essentially. The only one who's not in it is Kragnos, so that I can deploy him separately after I see where potentially my opponent sends up something big. And then my battle tactic, my grand strategy will be hold the line, so basically trying to keep my battle lines alive. Basically, if I lose my battle line, I'm usually pretty toast anyways, and that'll round out to exactly 2,000 points.
Alright, so after deployment, Soulblight Gravelords deployed on this end near the kind of castle ruins here. Got Radikar and Belladonna on my left flank. Krutza right in the middle there, ready to sneak up the middle and be annoying. Bats holding down each objective here for me. Then my Vampire Lord and 2 units of Direwolves here. And then my Vampire Lord on the Zombie Dragon here down on my right flank. Ready to zoom up the board and take on the Kruleboyz. Got some Gutrippaz holding the front of the deployment. Hobgrot's getting the objective in the back corner. And then as always, the Boltboyz never leaving home without their Shaman and Sludgeraker combo. Kragnos not too far at the front that I can kind of hopefully not get a turn 1 charge, even though I don't think I'd want to against him just yet. And then another unit of Gutrippaz here holding this objective. Jesse had a lot less drops than me, so he had choice. And who's going first today, Jesse?
So you're going to be going first.
Yeah, Soulblight first.
I do have some stuff, so I'm going to redeploy my Supa Sneaky, and then for my dirty trick, I'm actually going to use Noisy Racket. So what that does is you're -1 to wound first battle round.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll come back and we'll show where the Super Sneaky is, and then get into Soulblight turn 1 hero phase. Alright, so turn 1 hero phase for Soulblight. Battle tactic is going to be, as I mentioned in the intro there, aggressive expansion, so securing 2 objectives not wholly within my territory. So since these guys are deployed slightly like in the corners of the actual battlefield edge, they're not wholly within your territory. So you can get that one right off the start. Good one to use, especially in this battle mission, as objectives go away, and then it's hard to get the ones in your opponent's territory, especially in those first 2 turns. So aggressive expansion. My heroic action, I'm going to try and get an extra command point on my Vampire Lord. Doesn't get it.
I'm just going to try and get one on my Shaman.
Nope. Done. And then, so for some casting, all my kind of offensive spells are pretty much out of range. So I'm going to do Under the Killing Moon, I believe it is, for Bella. That gives the Exploding 6s wholly around her aura. She gets that with a 10. Pretty sure, yeah, Shaman's going to be out of range. Yeah, it's 24 inch.
Got 3 casting.
Yeah. And then the Vampire Lord is going to try and cast Mystic Shield on himself. He gets that. And then he's also going to do, or I guess from Vampire Lord to that Vampire Lord, I'm sorry. And then he's going to do the +6 inch movement for himself here. Nope, he's going to reroll because Vyrkos. And we'll get it with a 6. So gets that as well. I think that's going to be it for casting. I guess Bella can just charge an Arcane Bolt. And she gets that with a 6. And she has +1, so 7. Alright, that's going to be it for the hero phase. We'll be back after turn 1 Soulblight, movement phase. Alright, so after the movement phase, Felbat, Direwolves, Bella, Donna, and Radikar moving up my left flank here. Krutza joining the wolves over here. Everybody kind of moving up. Front wolves didn't advance, but just about everyone else kind of advanced just to kind of keep up. Making sure to keep my Vampire Lord just outside, roughly like 25 point inches away from the Boltboyz here. Just my thinking is Jesse gets to go next turn, so he won't be in range to shoot his rapid fire. Might have a couple shots with his single shot, but he's probably going to want to get closer. And then this leaves it open so that even if he does get the double turn with 2 movements, he'd still be out of range of his rapid fire. So hopefully that keeps my Vampire Lord alive a little bit longer, just in case of the double turn there. And then with everything else running up here, I'm just going to try and charge with the Direwolves here into the Gutrippaz. So with a 7, I'm going to be wholly within, not within 9, so I'm going to use the command point to re-roll that. Oh, it's 7? Yeah, it's actually going to be enough. Sorry, yeah. It's a 6. I'm thinking I'm 9 inches away, like out of Deep Strike. So pile those guys in, and then we'll get right into the combat phase. Alright, so after the charge there, just about all my wolves, except for the 2 in the back, just making sure I keep that coherency, are going to be out. So I'm going to get 17 attacks total. And going to get +1 to hit and wound with the charge from the Slavering charge on the Direwolves. But then with Jesse's, I guess, like sneaky trait, with the -1 to wound, I'm going to go back up to 4s. And then so with all out attack, no, I don't need all out attack.
I'm going to be using all out defense.
Yeah, I figured there. So hitting on 3s, wolves. That's pretty good. And then back to wounding on force. Alright, so that guy's gone. So that's going to be 4, 8, 9 wounds, but no red there.
Alright, just a 4 up. This is all out. So 1, 2, 3 dead.
3 down. It's not bad. And then I will absolutely be using all-out defense as well, because they don't have Ren, but hopefully he doesn't roll too hot on his mortal wounds.
14.
And then 15 for the Sarge.
Yep.
So 15 attacks from the Gutrippaz going into the Dire Wolves.
Let's get those real quick here.
Yeah, that's crazy. Gutrippaz are only a 6-up save, but Dire Wolves have a 5-up save.
Well, they got a 5-up save, but
that's
right. But hitting on 4s, so 2 mortal wounds.
Yep.
1 hit. Oh, and then 1 wound.
1 wound. So 4 up.
Ooh.
Good. And then 2 death saves here for 6 up. Nope, so that's 1 wolf down. This guy here. Alright. And then I guess that is it for those guys there. Are you going to auto pass or take bravery?
I might as well auto pass. I have
because you even have the minus.
over,
You have
so.
another -1 just from being near the
Yeah.
death unit. So yeah, good call there. All right, and then that is going to be it for turn 1 for Soulblight. So had the objective secured in the 2 corners. So getting my 2 points for having those, and then my battle tactic for 2 points as well. So that'll be 4 points for Soulblight after turn 1. We'll get into Kruleboyz turn 1 hero phase. All right, so Kruleboyz hero phase turn 1. What is Shaman going to start off with?
So he's got a potion. Surprise, surprise.
Surprise. And then
for battle tactic, I'll do aggressive expansion.
Yep.
Another surpriser.
Another shocker.
And then for my Sludgeraker, he's going to try and cast Mystic Shield on... Let's do Kragnos, actually.
Sure.
Yep.
Loves
no
it.
problem.
I mean...
Might as well try.
Might as well. Should have had 2 dice in my hand. No.
Alright, so that'll be it for my hero phase.
Oh, and then hero action.
Oh yeah, so we're just going to try and get a command point on the Shaman.
Shaman.
Oh. Nope.
And then I will try on my Vampire Lord.
Yes.
Does get perfect. Alright, and then we will be back after Kruleboyz turn 1 movement phase. Alright, so after the movement phase for Kruleboyz, Gutrippa's moving up, getting ready to anticipate where the objective's going to be moving next turn. Kragnos running over here, again, making sure he's going to be ready to help protect those Boltboyz, and when the objective kind of moves probably right under him at the start of next turn, he'll definitely secure it as he counts for 30 models. The Gutrippaz fell back just to help, again, help screen for Kragnos, and again, create more barriers so I can't get at those Boltboyz. Hobgrot's running up, again, being another screen. Jesse has lots of options between the Gutrippaz and the Hobgrots for redeploy, and just to increase that footprint of that shield wall. And then I think you said we're going to go right into the shooting phase.
Yeah, so I was debating trying to get shots into the Vampire Lord if I could, but I think I'm just going to start clearing out chaff. Part of the reason I actually advanced Kragnos over here, I was debating kind of charging into the wolves, but I think I just need to worry about playing defense. I'm a lot less scared of the Vampire Lord charging Kragnos than over my Boltboyz.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right, so Boltboyz are going into the front unit of Dire Wolves.
Hitting on 2s. So that'll be some mortal wounds there, and then I get to reroll 1 to hit roll.
Yep.
Still a 1. Should have rolled it better.
Yeah. And then a hit, so 2 wounds.
And then 3
3
wounds.
more. So we'll do all-out defense here, and then so back to a 5-up. So stop 2 of those.
Good.
So that'll be 2 damage for the one going through, and then so 6, 8, 10, so 12 mortal saves here. Yikes. Hopefully we get a couple of these.
Got a couple.
So 5, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 3.5 wolves go down. And then we'll remove those casualties, and then no charges here, because these guys fell back and everyone else has advanced. So that's going to be it for Kruleboyz turn 1. And again, going to get 4 points as well, securing both objectives in the corner and aggressive expansion for 2 points. So be tied up after 1, and then we'll get to the very, very spicy roll.
6,
but I win ties. So I will not let Jesse get his double turn, and I will be taking the top of turn 2, and we'll be back with Soulblight's turn 2 hero phase. Alright, so we made sure we moved the objectives. They've now moved up as we get into turn 2 here, so moving into the 4 corners. I kind of made sure, as Jesse just noted off camera, my graveyards are in a good spot where the objectives have moved for the second duration of this mission. So yeah, hopefully maybe get something summoned out of those. I still have Radikar's 10 wolves to summon, which is always great. We're going to try and get, so see if we get a full wolf back. Or I guess, sorry, it's just going to heal the 1 wounded wolf. And then for heroic action, I'm going to try and get a command point on, because I don't think in Finest Hour yet. Actually, that's a lie. I'm going to give Finest Hour to Kritza, and he's going to have some fun.
We're going to just try and get a command point on Kragnos.
Yep. Gets it. Yep. Alright, so starting off with casting, doing the pinions from the Vampire Lord onto himself to get that extra 6-inch movement. Cast on a 5, gets it on an 8.
We will try to deny it with the Shaman.
Sure. Nope, so it goes off. Vampire Lord's going to give him Mystic Shield. Goes off with a 7.
Try to stop that as well. Stop that
Stops that. Alright, and then over to Bella's going to give, do her crystal, her Under the Killing Moon. Goes off with a 12, so she has the Exploding 6's aura around her. And then she will also cast Arcane Bolt. So she gets that as well. Alright, so that's going to be it for casting. Don't need to heal anyone else. Yeah, alright, so we'll get into Soulblight turn 2 movement phase. Oh, sorry, I guess my battle tactic for this turn is going to be... what do we want it to be? I guess Savage Spearhead. I'm just going to have 2 units wholly in your territory.
Cool.
Alright, and we'll be back after Soulblight turn 2 movement. Alright, so end of the movement phase for Soulblight. Everything kind of moving up, kind of getting ready to kind of swarm in and help kind of pin down this corner that Jesse's kind of moved majority of his force into. So Direwolves from the back moving up along the side behind the front unit that's wounded. Vampire Lord moving it up there. Kritza getting ready with his Finest Hour to go charge in and hopefully finish off, get rid of those Gut Rippers. Bats auto-advancing 6, kind of flying over here to help protect the rear of my Vampire Lord, who I've decided is going to kind of change tactics and shoot over to this side, so I can kind of hopefully scoop that objective this turn. Jesse did a bit of a redeploy when my Bats got kind of close. He only got 2 inches back, so still pretty close, and doing those first at the end of my movement, still able to land my Vargeist exactly 9 inches away, and made it so they're wholly within 9 of my Vampire Lord, so they can reroll that charge roll. Bella and Radikar moving up behind, both advancing behind the front unit of Wolves again, who did not advance, so they're still eligible to charge. And then Radikar using his once per game, summon another unit of Wolves back here behind Kritza, ready to help charge in, pin more down, maybe pin down Kragnos, although he might get walk through 2 units of Direwolves pretty easily enough. Hopefully not. We'll see how that maybe goes. But that's going to be it for the movement phase there. And very rarely does Death have a ranged attack, but I will be getting to shoot with my Pestilent Breath into this unit of Gutrippaz here. And it is automatically going to hit because there are more than 6 guys in the unit. And we messed that up last time. So we're just going to go right to the wound. And since he is top bracket, it is on a 2+. And it wounds. And it is -3.
Straight through.
So it's straight through, and it's D6 damage. So 5 damage. I'm going to keep the 5.
Alright, so we'll do
2.5 of those guys going down. Alright, and that's going to be it for shooting. We're going to go right into the charges here. So first charge is going to be Wolves here. The Wounded Wolves. Let's see what they get. So 6, they're going to be getting in. I think Jesse's quickly going to measure to see if he can be in range for his Unleash, but
No,
definitely
unless
not.
you go on this side.
Yeah, unless I charge Kragnos on the right side there. Nope, so those guys going in. Back unit of wolves. That's a fail. They're not wholly within. So do I want to use... Yeah, I'll just... yeah, I do want to see where these guys can get to. 7. I think they'll be able to tow in 1 or 2 of these guys, just helping pile in. Maybe get somewhere with their pile in afterwards. Bigger ones. Kritza! He gets a 9. He's going in. And the Vampire Lord, I'm going to use his once per game relic here as well, where he enacts it, and he gets +1 to his charge for every Vyrkos Vampire Lord on the battlefield. So there are 5 Vampire Lords on the battlefield, so he's going to get +5. Or no, sorry, yeah, 5 Vampire Lords. So he's going to get +5 to this roll. So that's going to be an 11. He's going to get to go where he wants because he has fly as well. My Vampire Lord, I think we checked this, and it is a 10, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's what we measured.
Yeah, so
Gonna hurt.
that's a 10.
Ooh, he just gets it.
So he'll be getting in there. The Fellbats might get in there.
I think they will. Yeah.
Yep. Do the Vargeist is another good one. Nope, so they can re-roll because they're wholly within 9 of my Lord. They're going to fail. And then the Direwolves beside them. 9 inches, they will get in there. Alright, so lots to pile in and move there, and then we'll show you where everything ends up after I've finished my charge moves. Alright, so after the charge phase, the bats swarming in, direwolves kind of piling in around my Vampire Lord here under the wing. Vampire Lord smashing into the Gutrippaz here. Kritza and the Vampire Lord right up front, just cheekily outside of 3 inches of Kragnos, so he's not piling in and just going to smash them with that mace. Little mix up here, there are the 2 units of direwolves here. I have the wounded unit kind of just around here and going around the Vampire Lords. And then the other one are kind of conga lined around, and then just the one tagging into the unit and then outstretched this way. And then maybe after I get to pile in, I didn't measure it quite exactly, get a little bit closer to the Hobgrots and just kind of bring more bodies and blocking this way. But we're going to start with the Vampire Lord, so he is going to start with the Roar, because I don't want those guys to get all out defense.
No.
So they are Roars.
I wanted it.
Yeah, because now his Lance is going to go right through them.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with the Vampire Lord. So he's going to get D3 extra attacks with his Death Lance because of his Relic. So he gets 2 more attacks, bringing him up to 5. And we're going to give him all-out attacks, so he's going to be hitting on 2s here. And then the Death Lance goes up the 2 extra damage, so we're at 4 damage here, because we don't have plenty left on currently. So 4 hits.
Does it still stay at 1 rend or 2 rend?
It goes to 2 rend.
Yeah, no save then.
Yeah. 2 wounds.
Straight
Straight through, so 4 damage, so... yeah, so 8 guys dead, or 4 guys dead?
Yeah, 4 guys.
And then the Snapping Maw, so it's going to be hitting on 3s. Oof. And wounding on 3s. Oof.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. And then the Swordlight Claws for 7 attacks, hitting on 3s with all out. And then wounding on 3s. So just 2, -1.
So it'll be a 6-up save on him.
Nope. Oh, so 2 damage each, so 2 more go down. Not the worst, but...
Hopefully some wolves and bats.
Wolves and bats can help
lifting.
finish him off. I think you're going to be pretty stretched on CP2 potentially for where you might want to auto pass, so maybe that might come into effect.
Yeah.
Alright, where are you going to start with?
I think I'm actually going to go with these guys.
Go with those
try
Gutrippaz and try and kill a bat, or...
Yeah, I think
kill
I'm
one
going to
of
go
those
for
wolves.
the bats.
Okay, so those guys are going to pile in real quick.
I guess just go like that.
Cool. So how many attacks into the bats there?
So we
2
plus
or
1. 2 attacks each, +1 for the sergeant.
Cool.
It's heading on 4s, but looking for no 6s though.
No more those.
A lot of hits. Then wounding on 4s as well. So 4.
4?
No
I
rend.
think it goes straight through on that. Oh, they got 6 up.
6 up.
So 6s. And then 6 is for death. Nope, so 3 damage. And I think that'll kill a bat. I'll double check that real quick.
Take a look what you...
Yep.
Yeah, kills 1 bat.
1 bat going down. That's alright. And then we'll go to Kritza with his amazing Finest Hour. Something I've probably never done with Kritza yet. So he's going to be hitting on 3s and then wounding on 2s because of his Finest Hour here. Classic Vampire Blade. Oh, so 2 hits. I guess I'll reroll that one. Just pretty cocked in there. 2 hits. And then wounding on 2s. 2 wounds, -1.
So the 6s. Nope.
So 2d3 damage for 3 damage.
Kill
so
one that's injured.
And then 1 more there. And that will be your Gutrippaz. So again, you got 7 attacks. That's 2 each.
Yeah, we're gonna go into the wolves there actually.
Yeah, into the wounded unit.
2 each, and then sergeant. Ooh, some mortal wounds at least.
There you go.
And then 1 save.
1 save, so regular 5 up. No, and then so that brings it up to 4 death saves. Nope, so that's 2 more wolves going down from that unit. Alright, then I think it will be time for the Vampire Lord to finish that unit off. Come on, buddy. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. There was 2 at -1.
6s. Stop 1.
Oh, D3. 1 damage.
Oh no.
Alright. Then we're going to have to do some pile-ins real quick because I think that's it for Jesse's attacks back. So just got to do some pile-ins and rearranging with these direwolves here, and then we'll see how many attacks we can get. Alright, so after doing the pile-ins there, we got the 3 wolves. Oh, this guy's supposed to be just up in there. So 4 actual guys. Just combining those 2 guys, we're going to roll both of those out here. Just one of them is the sergeant there. And so going into that squad, maybe we can finish it. They're both going to be all going to be hitting on 3s because they charged. And then they're going to wound on 3s because they charged. So it's 4 at no round.
5 up. Oh, ho, ho! Gutrippaz with the shields.
All right. And then on the far side, the exact same amount of wolves being able to pile in over there. So hitting on 3s as well. 2 misses. And wounding on 3s. A couple more misses. So 4 no rend again.
Season will be 4 instead of. Didn't use all that actually.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, they didn't. They got the wolves. So 1.5 more gone there. And then really quickly, just the 2 last bats. So 4s and 4s for these guys. 3 hits. 2 wounds, no rend. So that will kill the wounded and 1 more damage. So 1 left with 1 wound, is it?
Yep. Or no, 2 left with 1.
So 3 wounds total.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but killed a few there, killed a few here, so one of them is going to be definitely possibly fleeing for morale pretty hard here. Because they're both going to, this one's going to be -2, that one's going to be -2. Or I guess they might not be because they're not Deadwalker. Double check that.
So I'm gonna for sure auto pass these ones.
Those ones there?
I want to keep him locked up so that Kragnos. So basically, Patrick's really good with redeploys, and I don't want to let him redeploy.
Yeah, I was really hoping I wouldn't be locked up there and get a redeploy. That's not really good. So
get you a lot of points though.
Yeah, but yeah, so we'll get the extra points there, and then we have at least our 2 units in. So yeah, so I guess let's see real quick the bravery for these guys. So they are -2.
They'll be. I'll double check with.
Yeah, double check. They lost 4, so they're -6, and we'll double check that. But after your banner and whatnot. But so points wise, Soulblight for this turn, we're gonna get 3 points for the objectives because we have the 1, 2, and then we took this far objective here. So we have score 1, score 2, score more for 3 points. And then our battle tactic, having 2 units wholly within Jesse's territory for Savage Spearhead, because as the enemy territory for this one goes kind of like right down the middle about here, so I have more than 2 units there, and even probably more than 2 units over here wholly within. So 5 points this turn for Soulblight, bringing it to 9 points to Jesse's 4, and then we're going to get into Kruleboyz turn 2 hero phase.
All right, so for battle tactic, this is your warlord, right?
Yeah, that is my general.
Or your general. So I'm going to be trying to just kill the general while he's
warlord?
on the table.
Yeah.
And then for my heroic action, I might just do Finest Hour because this is the battle here.
Yep, I'm definitely doing Finest Hour
Yeah.
if you're bringing him down.
And then for casting, I'm just gonna give potion to the Boltboyz.
Yep.
And then he's gonna just give. We'll give Kragnos Mystic Shield again.
Cool.
Goes off on a 7.
See if I can stop that. Nope.
Nope. And yeah, I think I think that'll be it for hero phase.
So we'll go into Kruleboyz turn 2 movement phase when we return. Alright, so after the movement phase for Kruleboyz, Kragnos coming over here. Since I'm all locked up, can't do any kind of redeploys, which is quite unfortunate. I did try over when the Sludgeraker moved up to redeploy my bats here to kind of help screen Kritza. There's a little pocket here that would help kind of zone him out so the Sludgeraker wouldn't get there. But of course I rolled a 1, so not far enough. But now they might be in the fight at least if he charges. And then everything else moving over here, making sure to get the body count back up as Kragnos stepped off. So Jesse's body count on this objective went way down. But now we're getting ready to shoot with the Boltboyz. It's going to unload into the fresh unit of Direwolves here.
So I'm also going to use all that attacks I hit on 3 just for a little bit of extra damage. Ooh, good thing I did. Oh my gosh. We're both whiffing a little bit here. Oh, there we go.
There's the 2 wounds. So
it'll be 5 at -1.
1. And then, so stop 1.
Cool, so it'll be
8.
4, 8.
10, 12, 14, 17. Alright, and then we'll roll that real quick here. And that's it for shooting.
I'm going to do these guys, but I'll grab my dice while you...
Alright, so we'll just come back to that. Alright, so after the Boltboy fire, cut down 7, so there's only 3 left in this unit here. Hobgrot Slittaz, throwing those grenades.
So 4s and 3s. So 2 at
2.
-1.
6s. Stop 1. No one's going to do it.
And then charges.
And the big one. Definitely got to see this one on camera.
Kragnos is going.
Charge. He's in.
We're also going to do the
Sludgeraker
Beast. 4.
Oh,
might
he can probably get there, but he's not getting all the way.
I think I'll use a reroll on that.
Okay. 6. That's better. You can get closer to both those vampires now if he wants.
Something like that.
Perfect.
And then I think I'll send in the Hobgrots as well.
Sure.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave these guys out.
Perfect. All right, then we got to see the mighty charge roll from Kragnos.
Oh, no.
Will he just destroy? So he does 3 mortal wounds to the Vampire Lord.
Not so bad.
Not so bad. Here, we'll see what. There, he stops 1. So he takes 2 so far, and then we will get ready for the combat phase. All right, so Kragnos charging in there. Jesse's decided you're gonna Titanic Duel.
Yep,
Titanic Duel. So Kragnos is gonna be hit and wounded on 2s there. Not really sure if roaring you is really worth it, but I guess that's all I can kind of do here.
You do all the defense. Oh, I guess
no, that's just for defending, right? I guess I'm just gonna stomp those
the gut
rippers there on 2+. Get some D3, kill them all. 3 wounds, gets them all. So that will just be that much more helpful for maybe securing that objective. Definitely not with Kragnos.
And then I'm just gonna stomp the bats.
Stomp those bats. You got it.
2+.
2.
3
mortals.
Kills a bat. Oh, I guess yeah.
No,
Doesn't
he
kill
lives. With 1 wound on 1. All right, so that's it for our monsters actions, and then obviously Jesse is starting with Kragnos into Vampire Lord, all out defense. Here we go. Of course, you had to stop my Mystic Shield last
2
time.
1s, 2s.
So 4.
4 at -3.
So with +2, so just -1, so going to 4-ups.
Oh!
And he stops all of the maces.
Tuskbreaker.
I'll hit.
2s.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Minus
-2 on that one as well.
2, so back to 3-up. So 1 goes through.
D3.
For 1. Takes it.
And then the hoofs.
6 attacks with the hoofs.
2s. Oh.
Oh no. So 2 at -1, so he's going to a 2-up.
Oh.
Stops all those. So,
Oop.
yeah, just the 1 damage. Wow.
Plus the charge damage.
Yeah, which he did too. So 3 damage from Kragnos into a Vampire Lord. I'm a little stunned and amazed. All right, so then we're definitely going to go over here. Let's go with the Vampire Lord.
Okay.
Into those Gutrippas. No? Yeah, no. I'm going to go with Kritza into the Vampire Lord.
Okay.
4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Aww. Wounding on 3s. 1 minus 1.
5 up.
Loves it. Dang. 2 Vampire Lords hack at the Sludgeraker's legs, do some damage.
I might as well call the Kruleboyz while just for the fun of it, because I don't think it's gonna really matter for anything else since my Gutrippa is a dev. Yeah, so I'm gonna just go with both units there.
Sure.
So I'll just swing with the Gutrippas first, just real quick.
Into Wolves.
Yeah, we'll go into the Wolves.
Hit. So 3 hits. 2 wounds. No red, right?
No red, no notice.
5 ups. 1 goes through. 6 up death. They're good.
Okay. And then for the chain link grappling hook, I think I'm actually going to use all out attack on him.
Yep. And then are you gonna split?
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go. I don't really want to go into Kritza because he's just going to come back, probably, potentially.
He just has the chance, right?
Chance, yeah. So we're going to go into the bigger Vampire Lord there.
Yep.
And then the rest of my attacks will go into the bats.
You got it. So yeah, just as long as I guess. But all of his attacks are 2 inches, right? I think so.
The chain one is 3, actually.
Yeah, as long as anything that's 1 inch probably can't hit the Vampire Lord, but otherwise you're good.
Yeah. So everything, so his chain linked is going into the winged Vampire Lord.
Yep.
Grasping Talons and the Noxious Bite and Tail are going to go into the bats, actually, just to clear them out.
Yep, you got it. So this is into the bats.
This is into the Vampire.
The Vampire Lord, sorry.
So it'll be 4 mortal wounds.
Youch.
And then 1 save at -1.
1. He's good.
Okay. So this will be 4 damage, and then the talons.
Let's see his death save. Nope, he's taken all 4 of those so far.
6 attacks from the talons into the bats. 3 at -1.
So straight through.
2 damage each.
6 death saves. So we make none of them. There's only 7 wounds left. So there's 1 wound left in the unit, so you can just keep going.
So the bite
hits. Damage.
It's -1, but it's a bunch of damage. So it'll be, I believe that's 4 damage.
We can make 4 6s. Here we go. Oh, we got halfway there, and those bats are toast.
And then I guess I'm just gonna try and snatch and grab the Kritza.
So what is it? It's
at the end of the combat phase, put a 7 or less, and then I roll 2d6. If it's greater than your wounds characteristics.
Is Kritza in the cage?
He's in the cage.
Kritza is in the cage. Ah!
Does he skitter out as a rat is the question.
Yeah, we'll have to check. I think it's at the start of my following turn. I'll double check that rule.
Cool.
People always avoid him when I play with Kritza because this guy has the chance of just coming back. So we'll see if he gets to come back for the first time. The power of the rats. All right, now we'll double check because that is then all of your combat for this turn. So we'll double check how much I can pile in here and get at Kragnos. All right, so we piled in everything to get closer to Kragnos here. Even we're double checking the body count, so I have right now 17. And then even if Kragnos gets crippled here and brought down all the way to his lowest bracket, his lowest body count on his degradation chart is 18. So I will have to kill him to keep this objective here. So Jesse is going to get it no matter what. I'm going to start with my Vampire Lord, but first actually going to trigger with my last command point Radicar's ability. So everyone, all Soulblight models wholly within 18 of him get +1 to their attack. Just try and help get a little bit of more chipped in midge here into Kragnos because he's a real pain to get through.
And I'm going to be using all out defense.
On here?
On Kragnos.
Okay, yeah. That's what I should have roared him.
All right, to go with the stomp.
Death Lance is going up to 4 attacks with the +1, so hit on 3s.
Oh,
1. And wounding on 3s. Whoops. Alright. Then we're going to go to the Snapping Maw. So, hitting on 4s. 1 hits.
We're both hitting like little pool noodles.
Yeah. Doesn't wound. Yep. I can't hit with my jaw attacks. And then the Swordlight Claws is... Oh, I get 1 more jaw for the Radikar. Doesn't wound by 3. 5, 6, 7, and then +1 from Radikars, so 8 attacks. Hit on 4s.
6s and 3s.
Yeah, he really needs the +1. So 2 -1. So still 2 up. Hey!
Good. Surprise!
0 damage. Bats real quick. 6 attacks. 3 hits. 2 wounds. No rend.
See some 2s. Oh, they got one.
The first wound on Kragnos.
He's bleeding.
I almost be back because now he screams. Now he's angry. And then was the 3 wolves with the leader. And then +1 attack each. So these guys are just hitting on 4s, but wounding on 3s. Because of Vyrkos +1 to wound. So 2 wounds, no rend. Good. And then coming all the way down here, gonna go with the dogs over here first. See if the Vampire Lord has to finish them off. So these ones are again hitting on 4s and wounding on 3s because they're near characters. 2 wounds into Gutripaz. Whoops. Yep, kills 1. And then I guess the Vampire Lord will be... Yeah, he'll
finish him off.
Try and finish him off. And on 3s. He's got 2. 1 -1.
Reroll that.
Hey! Stops it. Alright, and that is going to be it for Kruleboyz turn 2. So Jesse will retake this objective here, surrounded by all the wolves. But he does unfortunately fail his battle tactic for bringing down the Vampire Lord. Kragnos kind of whiffed pretty hard there. So that'll get him 2 points, bringing him up to 6. So it is 9 points for the Soulblight, and then 6 points for Kruleboyz. And then this is a very important turn priority roll here. 1.
3. I will take the double for sure.
I did not want to give up a double right there because I had a chance to get away from Kragnos if I didn't. Oh well. Kruleboyz turn 3 hero phase coming up. Alright, so turn 3 hero phase. Again, in this objective, for those who aren't aware, that all the objectives are prime objectives, so there is no burning of one of the objectives on turn 3 in this mission. So starting for the hero phase, what's your battle tactic going to be, Jesse?
So I'm going to be actually doing kill a battle line unit.
Yeah, so going for the wounded.
Broken ranks.
Yeah, there's the one with 3 and one with 4 right here.
Yeah, I'll do the one with 3.
3, obviously.
So just kind of going through what I'm thinking. I was actually going to try and commit to his Vampire Lord with Bring It Down with all my Boltboyz and stuff. But I think the play here is honestly just keep shit locked up with Kragnos since he counts as 30 and don't really worry about that in case he does whiff again. But I think I want to try and clear out some of this so I can at least, maybe get set up for the middle objective.
Yeah, which is good, right? Because, again, in this one, if you guys forgot, this is the last turn where there are going to be 4 objectives, and then it's going to be the one in middle is right about here where my direwolves are kind of sitting right now. So yeah, Jesse definitely wants to get ready and start anticipating to move in that direction so he can get at that objective there. Cause especially since, like we were talking off camera, he just gave up a battle tactic in his last turn, so he really needs to make sure he's getting that center objectives in turn 4 and 5. All right, so hero action.
So yeah, we're gonna just do a command point on the Sludgeraker beast.
Yep,
gets it.
I'm going to go for command point on, just my Vampire Lord, so he can all out. No.
And then for, for other stuff, we're going to do Potion on the
potion
on these guys, and then he's gonna just try and cast Mystic Shield on Kragnos.
Okay.
Just to make sure he keeps that 2 up.
It might be a little far because isn't it like 12? Or holy within 12?
If it's holy, well, I'll double check if it's holy. But
the other one is a 10. We'll double check that. Ties it. Oh, I should have said it's Bella. I did not. She has +1.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll
yeah, we'll go into movement phase and we'll just reconfirm the range on that Mystic Shield there. All right, so end of the movement phase, turn 3 for Kruleboyz here. Nothing really moving, just he's just kind of hemmed and hawed, making sure he's
counting these guys as moving, but not really moving them.
Yeah, just to move so they get the 2 shots. He's got to make sure he wants to clear these direwolves here to get his battle attack hit and just help clear off this objective some more. Sludgeraker's still in combat here, and then Kragnos again still locked in. So we're going to go right into shooting. So Boltboyz are splitting between these 2 direwolves here.
Yeah, so I'm doing the sergeant and 1 extra guy into the battle line unit. Or
like the one not target one.
Yeah, and then the big one going into
the non-target.
Yeah.
The non-battle tactic target.
It's going to be some damage.
Yeah, it is. So that's 15 right there. I can just probably roll that real quick.
15, yeah. And 17 actually, because this.
They're dead.
Okay.
That was very quick when you roll that many 6s.
And then into the other unit there. There we go. Some even more. So 9,
wow,
10,
so
11. They're on fire this turn.
Yeah. 6s. And no, that's... Direwolves are gone.
Alright. Then
good shooting.
We're just going to do...
Yes, do the grenades. What do they got? 8-inch range?
Yeah.
They might have a shot on the Vampire Lord.
Double check here. I think they... Oh, not all of them actually.
Yeah, it's just going to be a couple.
4.
4 grenades over the tree. 1 hit.
1 wound.
He's good.
Alrighty.
Alright, and then charges, but I don't think there are any.
I'm actually, I'm gonna bring in the Slittaz, yeah.
I'm gonna try and charge Vampire Lord. 7, they might make it.
Just barely, I think.
Barely? Cool. Alright, we'll move that and then pile in there, and then I'm sure we're kicking it off with Kragnos over here in just a second.
I think we'll go with Kragnos.
Alright, so as the Hobgrots piled in here, surrounding their buddy Gutrippa, they don't want that sergeant to die. Jesse's kicking off.
I'm actually gonna. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm gonna roar him. We were talking about it that I was gonna stomp, but I think I want to roar to try and stop the all-out defense.
Yep, for sure.
Roar.
No all-out defense. That's really gonna hurt for him. And then I will roar as well. No.
So I will use all-out attack then.
Yep. So all-out attack from Kragnos. So hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s again.
Still 2 1s. Oh, 3 1s. Oh,
Ooh.
God.
So 2 at minus 3, so 6 ups. Stops 1. So 4 damage so far.
Tusk Breaker.
2 hits.
2 wounds, minus 2.
So 5 ups. Stops 1.
All
so
the
6
6s.
damage.
So it'll be 2.
Oh, yeah, so bring us up to 6.
And then the hoofs.
1 miss.
2s. And these ones are only minus 1 for 5 of them.
So 4 ups. So 2 go through at 2 damage each, so it's 10 damage. He will live. And his death save is pretty good, so he stops 5 of that. So he takes 5 more. He did it off camera there, but since he killed some of those Gutrippaz last turn, he healed 2 wounds from his hunger last turn. So he's only going back up to 6 damage on him, and that's okay. I'm going to go with the Vampire Lord, and he's going to hope he can cut through some Hobgrot Slittaz. So he's going to get 4 attacks, and they're going to give him all out attack.
Alright.
So 3 hits, 3s. Oh, come on. Just 1 minus 1.
Straight through.
D3 for 2. Could have wiped that squad if he rolled hot.
Didn't whiff.
And then, yeah, I guess so. Then you got Slittaz who can pile in.
I'll just attack with
the
big boy first.
Yeah. Boop. See if he finishes off my Vampire Lord.
Threes. Threes.
3.
So these are -1.
Okay. So it fails 2.
3 damage each.
Oh, I think he's a goner because he's already got 4 on him.
See if he makes
I
any
guess I
sixes.
forgot to heal him last time, but it doesn't matter. That
Okay,
way on there.
cool.
And that Vampire Lord is gone. Oh. Alright, so that's all the fighting over there, and then everything back into Mr. Kragnos. So again, I guess, yeah, no, I didn't trigger my extra attack from Radicard this time. So 3 attacks with the Lance, 2 hits. 1 wound, -1.
It's good.
Good. Then the Maw, 3 hits. 2 wounds, -2. Both going through.
Yep.
For D6 each.
Oh wait, I got the Mystic Shield. Oh, but you're -2.
Yeah, -2.
Yep.
Yeah, because you only have the negating 1, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, no, then you're fine, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, because I have 2 up.
Yeah, you'd go 2 up, 2, 1 up, -2 is 3 up. Oh man, that would have been nice. 10
Yeah, that would
damage.
have hurt.
And then the Sword-like Claws, which we are very injured on, so we don't have nearly as many. So yeah, he's down to 4. 4 with the claws. 2 hits. 1 wound, -1.
He's good.
He's good.
It's like a Terminator.
Yeah. And that's 1 hit, 1 wound. Nope. And then Dire Wolves here, so 7. And hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. So 3, no rend into them. We got 1.
It's always the little gribblies.
1 damage. It's almost not worth just the 1. It's kind of unfortunate.
Because then he roars.
Yeah. Yeah, we did them last time. We didn't scream onto anybody. And then we'll do the screams right now. So into the bats. 5+ still.
No.
Wolves. No. And Vampire Lords. One I don't want. And this one who gets it. So roll D3.
3.
3. All right. So 3. So it takes 2. 8. Perfect. Alright, so after Kruleboyz turn 3, that's going to be 5 points for the Kruleboyz for having 1 objective, 2 objectives here for 2 points, and then their battle tactic for finishing a battle line unit for 2 points. So sorry, you're going to get 4 points this turn.
Yeah, 4.
Apologies.
Don't have more.
So yeah, Sludgeraker didn't finish them. It was the Boltboyz there.
Yep.
So that's 4 points there. So that'll bring Jesse up to 10 points to my 9 currently, but still my turn to now score. So still in a good position, Soulblight wise. We're kind of getting messed up on this side of the board there, but that's hopefully okay. I think we can still do some stuff, but we'll see as we get into Soulblight turn 3 here. Alright, so turn 3 hero phase for Soulblight. Got a lot of work to kind of still do to kind of keep Jesse back so I can hopefully get this objective here. Had to talk about it for a little while. Going to be pretty hard to kind of get one of my battle tactics this turn, but we're going to go for the Slay the Warlord and bring down Jesse's general here. Might be a bit of a long shot, but maybe Radicard can do it with some backup. I can get a couple spells maybe if I get the Pendulum over here and do some Mortal Wounds. Might be able to get something going, but we'll see how it goes here. So to start off, I'm going to start with casting with Bella. So we're going to do the Pendulum. So that's not going to go off. And I'm going to re-roll that because we're Vyrkos. And that's going to go off with the +1. So it's going on a 9. Alright, you're going to try and stop that.
I think I'll let that go through, actually.
That's going to go through. Alright, so I'm going to grab that here. Should have had that right in front of me. I've already pre-measured it here, moving the 6, and it's going to go and just land right in front of Jesse's Sludgeraker there, and just do D3 mortal wounds to him. So 2 mortal wounds to start.
Okay.
And then we're going to do her unique spell, the Lichen Curse. So just barely in range of these Hobgrots here, so try and get that off. I'm looking for a 7. Gets it with an 8.
That I will try to deny.
So that will go off, so it's going to do D3 mortal wounds for 2 and kill 2 of those Hobgrots, and that's going to create 2 direwolves in their stead. So they're just going to appear here. I'll double check where they can appear, if it's on the unit or exactly where those models died, because if I can, I'll get those to spawn on the Sludgeraker just for some more attacks on him. Okay, so that's her 2 abilities there. Maybe needed her exploding 6s, but we're just going to hope we have enough with Radikar. Then the Vampire Lord is just going to try, Mystic Shield to try and stay alive. That's a fail, but he can reroll because Vyrkos, so he gets that with an 8.
We'll try to stop with the Shaman.
Yep.
Stops
it again. No, my Mystic.
No Mystic Shield for you.
All right, and then so that is. Oh, and then hero action. I guess it's going to be another a command point on. I don't know if I want to find a star because I do have my Triumph just in case he doesn't make it, so I don't want to waste it.
I'm going to be doing the
Finest Hour.
Yeah, Finest Hour. Try and keep him alive.
Get your +1 save innate. Yeah, we're just gonna Finest Hour as well with Radikar. Cool. All right, so we'll be back after Soulblight, turn 3, movement phase. All right, so after the movement phase, my bats fell back, flying over here because the fell bats can fall back and still charge this turn, so they might be able to pile in, get some extra attacks in the Sludgeraker. Planning ahead, bringing those direwolves back again, just to be a nice perfect screen to kind of block Kragnos from going over this way, because Kragnos doesn't have fly or walk over things like Mega Gargants do, unfortunately, so he has to go around everything. And then bringing the Vargeist over, Radikar over, Bella over, getting ready to charge into the Sludgeraker, backed up by this unit of 10 over here. Have them in an optimal position to either get attacks onto the Sludgeraker or come around here and also deal with more of Jesse's chaff here. Hopefully I'll actually also now realizing I really want to deal with them to cut down on his bodies to potentially get into that middle there. All right, then very quickly, I do have my good old 1 in 6 chance here to Pestilent Breath. Kragnos, looking for that 1. That's a 1, so that hits.
I mean, you did call it.
Yeah, for the amount of models. Or I guess, let me double check that. For Pestilent Breath. Yeah, and the target unit sticks it without needing to make the hit roll.
All right.
All right, so it hits. But he is wounded with 8 wounds, so he's gone down to his middle. So he's going to wound on a 4+ here. He wounds, and it's -3.
Oof.
Yep. Goes through. D6 damage. 2, but my mount trait lets me re-roll this. Into a 6.
So 8?
8 damage.
I'll scream at you.
Yep, now you get to scream this turn, too. Wow, I did more damage with Pestilent Breath. I never would have guessed that. Alright, so that's going to be it for shooting. Going to go right into the charges. Going to show off a bunch of these because they are all very, very important here. So Radikar first. He's getting in there. The Vargeist, 4 inches. Don't think that's going to be enough, but they're definitely wholly within 9 of my Vampire Lords, so they can re-roll that. 7 will do it. The bats just in the back here. 9, they're going to get their pick of target. My direwolves here are going to have to use a re-roll, because that's Snake Eyes.
Ooh.
And they will just get in, so that might be a problem because then they're not going to get to go over this way as much, but they'll still get this way and over. And then for Bella to pile in, she'll get in there as well. All right, so we will get into that, and I'll fix those guys in a sec, and we'll show you where everyone ends up. All right, so after the charge phase, everything kind of surrounding the Sludgeraker here. Bats had to fly over to make room for my Vargeist here, and then Jesse was able to unleash hell and kill one of those Vargeists. Direwolves surrounding the Hobgrots here, and then Bella and Radikar right at the Sludgeraker. So you're going to get started right away. Oh, I guess monstrous actions, so you get to do with Sludgeraker.
I'm going to stomp on the... Because it's not really worth it to do. I'm going to try and stomp the direwolves with 2.
Okay. 2+, good. gets 3. So one's gone. Whoop. And then I guess I will just roar. Kragnos fails. And then Kragnos is...
guess I'll try and roar you back.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope. No roars over there. And then right into it, so I'm going to go with Radikar and use his command ability to get the +1 attack going on everybody. So he's going in with his claws here. So he's going to be hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s because of finest hour here. But
so we'll use all that defense on.
Yep, 6s to hit are mortal wounds here. And he's going to miss with most. So 2 mortals so far.
Yep.
And then 2s. So 2 minus 1.
2 minus 1. Back up to 4s. I'll reroll that.
So 6 damage.
Okay.
And then his minions roll horribly. Wow. 2 wounds minus 1. 1.
Yep.
2 damage. And then your choice.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to go into the Vargeists. I think I'm a little bit more scared of them than Bella.
Sure. So I'll do all-out defense on them, I guess. Try and keep one alive.
3s. So that'll be 4 mortal wounds so far.
Okay.
And then 3 saves at minus 1.
Okay, so 5 ups. No, 2 through.
So those are 3 damage each.
Okay, so it's 10 mortals, so let's just roll that. And see if you need to keep on attacking. Nope, that's 8. They're dead.
Alright.
You never get to attack with my dice.
All my other attacks got whipped, but that's alright.
Okay, then I guess we're going to go with the Vampire Lord. Why not? Oh, losing 1. So he will... I should have Titanic Duel to get the free one from him. Yeah, so he'll just get so Lance, 2 hits. It's going to be 2 wounds, minus 1.
I guess sir.
1 goes through. Just quickly, pretty sure he's wholly within 18 of Radikar there.
Yep.
Yep, so he gets that extra attack. So 2 damage so far, and then missed with them. Okay, so then 4 attacks with the Maw. 3 hits. 3s. 2 minus 2.
Stop 1. 1 goes through.
Ooh, d6 for 2 damage. Wish I could reroll that one.
Yeah.
And the Swordlight Claws. So it's still got the 8 damage, so went down to 4 with the +1. So 4s. Oof. Nothing.
Ooh.
Need it all out there. At least we did some damage that
Yep.
turn. So he's got 12 on him, so he's got 4 left?
Yep.
Or 6 left?
18, I think.
So you're go with, I
Get it?
guess, Slittaz?
I think I'm actually going to go with the Gut Ripper and just try and finish off that.
That last direwolf there?
Yeah. So he'll do 2 mortal wounds.
Yep.
He got him.
Good job, buddy. So those guys don't get to come back and stick around. Then we'll go with direwolves here, and just gonna pile those guys in real quick. All right, so after we pile in there, I'm gonna get 5 direwolves into the Hobgrots. So they're hitting on 3s because they charged. Ooh, still not that great. So 5 hits and wounding on 3s, 4 wounds.
6s.
Stops 2, takes 2 down. And then Slittaz return fire.
Yeah, they're just going to go into the... I guess we'll try and go into the bats, actually.
Okay, so 4 plus your Sarge.
Nothing.
All right. And then I guess that's it for Kruleboyz, and I just got the bats and Bella there. So do the bats real quick. Oh, I should have done those extra attacks on those direwolves. Whoops. So that's 2 saves into Sludgeraker.
Both go through.
2. I'll take it. And then Bella's attacks. She doesn't have nearly as many as Radikar, but still got a Vampire Blade. So she'll go up to 4 attacks with the sword. So, and I'm going to all-out attack with her. So she's hitting on 2s. Save 1. Wounding on 3s.
Oh,
Wow.
come on.
And then 7 attacks with her dogs. So 5, 6, 7. So hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s. So 3 saves, no round.
Oh, live. Oh, he's good.
And he lives with 1 wound left because of that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, let's.
So I just got to do Kragnos.
Oh, yeah.
So mace. Ooh.
3 hits with all out. No, I did. I wasted it, didn't I, on the Vyrkos? So 3 6s. Nope.
Finally gets them through.
12 damage. And then just roll the rest because this will probably be the end of them.
So 1 more, -3, 2.
Yeah, goes through.
D3, 3,
15.
and then the hoofs. For 1, -1.
Stops that.
Cool.
So 15 ward saves for him. Do those quickly. 4, 11, and 15. Yeah, he
made 2.
Dead. I made 2, so 13. He's going down. All right, so that is it for the Vampire Lord. Finally, he fought valiantly.
Held him up for a while.
Yeah, so I'm gonna fail my battle tactic there, unbelievably. So then I'm just gonna get the 2 points for holding my 2 objectives, and Jesse still has slightly more bodies here because the Sludgeraker is still alive. I probably would have stolen it if he fell. And that's going to be it for Soulblight turn 3, bringing me up to 11 to Jesse's, what do we say, 10 were you before?
Yeah, I think I was down by 1.
Yeah. Or no, you were up by 1 or down by 1, so you were at 8?
Yeah, we can...
We'll double check the score there before we get into turn 4 there. But first we will roll and see who's getting turn 4. 3.
I got a 6.
I think Jesse's going to take it.
I have to.
All right, and we'll be back as we go into turn 4. All right, so reconfirming the score after turn 3, the score is 11 for Soulblight and 10 for Kruleboyz. So I was able to just get back ahead with 1 point. Now that we've both given up a battle tactic, it's nice and close again. But realizing that it's been a while since we've had a predatory on this spell at the start of the hero phase, this pendulum is going to move. So Jesse's got a chance. It's on a 2+. I did it real quick off camera for the first time, doing those first 2 mortal wounds last turn to him, but I don't know. It's, Jesse's really hoping he doesn't die to the pendulum, so he gets at least 1 more attack in him. But real quick, so we're going to do battle tactic.
Yeah, so battle tactic.
It's a hard one.
I'm just going to do throwaway and just do ferocious advance.
Okay. And then heroic action, I guess just... Are you going to heal Kragnos?
Yeah, I might as well heal Kragnos.
So leadership, got it, and he gets 3 back. Yeah, that's not good. Maybe we had a very rare chance of getting him, but not when he gets 3 there. All right, and then we will move the pendulum or measure. It's going right here in front of these 2 guys. So on a 2+ on everyone. On Sludgeraker, it's 2 and
doesn't matter.
1. But he has no way to. Doesn't have a ward save, and then 2+ on the Shaman gets him for 2, and 2+ on the Boltboyz hits for 2 mortals, killing a Boltboy. I'll take that. But it didn't fly over Radikar, so Radikar doesn't get affected.
Right.
And then, yeah, so that is going to be it for hero phase. Assuming you're just going to potion.
Yep,
Potion those guys, so then he has no more casting. And then we'll go to Kruleboyz, turn 4, movement. Alright, so after the movement phase, Kragnos has decided to swing over this way. Jesse's hoping to either kind of shoot down one of these heroes, and then Kragnos can charge, and then with his pile-in kind of loop around and be within range to snag that objective there, because Jesse really needs it. Otherwise, the Boltboyz moving up just a little bit closer, make sure they have their choice of target. Shaman staying good behind them to be protected. And then we realized something I forgot to do last turn might have made a big impact on maybe not so much killing the Sludgeraker last turn, but just the overall presence of him. I forgot to roll for Kritza, so I will make sure for my turn 4 I need to bring back Kritza if I can. So let's go to shooting, and where the Boltboyz
unleashing Radikar.
Yeah, right into Radikar. He's gonna all out defense.
So no Sludgerakers though.
That's right, thankfully. And he's -1 to hit. So.
That's just 4s. Look at all those misses. Those are all 2s and.
Yeah. So
so
one save -1.
Yep.
So back to 4. It's good on that one.
So it'll be just 8 saves or 8 mortal wounds.
8 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
8. Yep.
Okay. 4, 8, and 6s. Stops 1, so he takes 7. He's got 5 left. All right, and then charges.
Yep. Craggy.
Let's go. 3d6. Yep.
Actually, I think I'm gonna need to go with the Boltboyz first, because then they get his bonus.
Oh, yeah, it's totally within 12 of them, so they'll probably still be in range.
All right, Boltboyz, let's see what you got.
So they're going 10, so
I'll just put this off to the side for now.
Get there, yep.
Kragnos, big. That's big.
That's big. So he's going 15, so we'll see where he ends up here, because he's got some precarious moving over that building. All right, so after the charge phase, Jesse doing a mad ditch effort, getting these Kruleboyz in here. 1 is on the objective, but after he piles in, he might get the 2 or 3 in, and if Bella dies, he will secure that, because she was able to redeploy in his movement phase, just towing the objective. So might keep, as long as she stays alive, she will get through, but Kragnos might be able to get to reach her, so we're just going to see here. But starting with the big D6 potential mortal wounds on Radikar from Kragnos.
Nope.
Oh, thank goodness.
And then we'll just stomp him.
Oh, no! All right, so then that's it for the monstrous actions.
Yep.
So Kragnos is going first then, and I guess he's just...
We'll just wallop.
Just walloping into Radikar here. I am -1 to hit, so I can hope. Didn't help there. 2s. 2. -3. We would have all out for 6s.
No.
8 damage.
8 damage.
That never feels good. 2. He's dead.
We got him.
Radikar down. Ouchie. Alright, then we're going to go with Bella, because absolutely she has to do some damage here to hopefully cut down on some Kruleboyz here. So going to go with her blade, give her an all-out attack. 2 hits.
All-out attack worked.
Yep. 2 wounds, -1.
Straight through.
For just 2 damage, unfortunately. Could have killed 3, but 1. And then the wolves here for 6 attacks. 3s.
Wolves are hungry.
I wish I had my exploding 6s on. And then just 3. No way.
6s.
Kills another one.
I'll just pop these guys in quick.
Yep, and I'm just going to pile those guys around for 3.
I can attack with.
Yep. So it's still just got the 1 in there, but if Bella goes down, he will get that objective. I probably should have saved my all out for her. Or I wanted all out attack on her.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6
1,
left.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alright, see ya.
For 4s or 6s. Oh, baby.
That's not looking good for Bella.
5 mortal wounds. And then nothing else.
Nothing else?
Sorry, yeah, 5 mortal wounds.
Yep, and 6s. Nope, and then she will... Might have to double check this. I'll see if I can pass this off or if I was supposed to do that before. And we'll get back. Alright, so getting the rest of the pile-ins just figured out here, and was double checking Bella's rule. I can't roll for her mortal save before allocating it to the direwolves. So gonna go with the bats into the Boltboyz here first. Going on 4s. And then wounding on 4s. Wow, there we go. 5 wounds, no end. It's 2 more Boltboyz.
1, 2.
The one's not near the objective. Oh, bat down. Alright, and then it will be the lone Kruleboyz sergeant of the Gutrippaz.
Try and stab.
Still defending, and I just Kragnos.
Popped him.
1, 2 hits?
No, 1 hit. 1 wound.
5 up. Oh, that's a wound. Alright, and then the 2 direwolves back into him, and then I have 2 direwolves into Kruleboyz. So into that lone Gutrippa sergeant. It's 1 wound.
He loves it.
He's not going down. And then into the Boltboyz. Did I? No, I didn't charge this time. You charged me. Oh, just 1.
Hey!
Love it. All right. Nothing for the direwolves. All right, and then I think we're tied because Bella only counts as 2. She's not a monster, and then we're gonna double check and
Just
see what that if Jesse got there with just those 3 guys. All right, so we measured it out. It's very, very close, so close. Jesse has those 4 Boltboyz in range of this objective here, and I have Bella and 1 wolf, so 4 to 3. Jesse will get that objective, getting him those 2 points, bringing him up to 12 to my 11 as I go into my turn 4. But as he said, he threw away his battle tactic there, so not sure what he can do, but we'll have to see what he can kind of pull out turn 5 here and maybe somehow get a battle tactic to get back ahead. I gotta try and make sure I get that objective this turn and hopefully deal with the last of his troops to get rid of his agenda while keeping Bella alive. So we're gonna start off the hero phase. Bella's gonna do her Lichen Curse right into the Boltboyz. So she's gonna get that with an 8.
Gotta try and stop that with the...
Yep.
Nope.
Nope. So that goes off. So D3 mortal wounds for 2, and that'll kill 1 the Boltboyz and spawn me a direwolf right on them. And then she is also going to do her exploding 6s or under a killing wound. Roll that. Gets it with a 9.
Can't stop it.
Yeah, you just got the 1 on by now. And then that's also it for my casting. So, sorry, my battle tactic is also going to be Conquer, so taking this back. And then my heroic action is going to be a command point on Bella. Did not get it. Are you going to heal the Shaman? I guess this would have happened 2 first. I would have had to move just this over here. And on a 2+, I can hurt that Shaman. I don't think I can kill him even if I get 3. So 1 more wound onto him.
Yeah, let's try and heal the Shaman.
Yep, because I'll go first. And he's good. And he gets that 1 right back. Perfect.
All right.
All right. And then just going to heal that 1 wound on the direwolf unit. And that's going to be it for Soulblight turn 4 hero phase. We'll be back after the movement phase. Alright, so after movement phase, just my direwolves moving over here. Bella pulling back out of combat. Want to keep her nice and safe, but still give off her aura ability here. And then the direwolf spawn from Lichen Curse. It's a really handy spell because it can spawn within 3 inches of the unit that the model was slain from. And it doesn't say that you have to avoid them interrupting or getting into threat range of another unit. So make sure to be exactly 3 inches away from them. So there's a hole for my other direwolves, but this one is now tagging Kragnos, and just another thing that he has to slap off his base. So you're going to go right into the charges, and you're going to charge with that unit of direwolves. And they're going to get in with a 6, and then we'll be back at the start of the combat phase after we pile those guys in there. Alright, so after the direwolves go in there, and I've already done their piling because they're going to be the ones I'm starting with first, I've absolutely surrounded those Boltboyz. But to start combat, do the monstrous action from Kragnos. He's going to try and stomp that lone direwolf that spawned near him. He does.
Gets
it's 3 mortal wounds, so that's
yeah, I'll roll 3. For you.
There we go. He's going down. Jesse's rolling because my hand's already preloaded for this attack from my direwolves here. So going in with those guys, they're going to be hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s because of their charge.
Not great.
Not that great. But 6s explode. Thankfully, I got 1. That's what you want to see. So that, and then
that one.
Yeah, the 1 extra, and then I'm just going to swap the yellow. Wounding on 3. That's better. So 5, 10 wounds.
10
no rend.
All out defense.
5 ups.
Little Boltboyz. Maybe? No, not quite.
1, 2,
3.
Just got them.
Yeah.
And that will finish the Boltboyz. Hurrah. And then
Eaten alive.
Kragnos is gonna smack some bats.
Smack some bats.
Yeah, because you stomped that other one.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna pile in because I don't want to get the other wolves locked in.
Yeah, because if you get priority, then you'll have the chance to recharge and help clear through some.
Dread Mace.
Hitting with
2. I
so
got
8
3
damage. That's all of them because the one was wounded from being summoned. Whoop. Yeah, they just have a 6-up, so they are not living. Then these direwolves here, I'm gonna get probably just 1 extra after I pile in, so there'll be 5.
Can he live?
6. This guy has been quite the champion, but 1 is my sergeant or alpha dog, so 1 extra. So these ones didn't charge, so we're hitting on 4s. I might as well all out attack because end of the battle round soon. Oh, got a few extra from it. And then 4s. So 4. And another big roll for this guy.
Make 2 of them? He can, but it's not enough.
And he falls. And that is the last of his battle line units, thankfully. And that's going to be it for turn 4 for Soulblight. So Direwolf still here, still got my 2 units of 10 still kicking with Bella. And then we have conquered and taken back this objective. So it's going to be score 1, score more for 2, and conquer for 4 points. So it's going to be 15 for Soulblight to the 12 of Kruleboyz as we roll for priority. He's got the 2. Good. I got 1.
That was a chance, maybe.
So Kruleboyz taking turn 5 when we return. Alright, so it is going to be close, but Jesse does have a potential to go for Conquer here. So we're going to play out turn 5 real quick here. Heroic action, just command point, you're not going to need it.
I might as well just try and heal him for the fun.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yep.
I guess likewise I will absolutely do the same on Bella. Heal.
8.
And she'll heal 2.
And then we'll just, you know what, he'll potion himself.
Perfect. All right, and then, and Battle Tactic is trying for Conquer to take this over from me. All he has to do is get Kragnos within 6 inches, and he does that, so hopefully we can stop him. All right, we'll be back after Kruleboyz turn 5 movement. All right, so after the movement phase, Shaman's moving up, which allow me to redeploy with Bella, just get her back. She got a nice 4 inches, get her a little more out. Kragnos has come around. Couldn't make it the way I screened him out. He wouldn't have been able to crash through and kill enough to get within 6. But if he goes around here, as we always forget now, he has 3d6 charge. So as long as he makes a pretty ballin' charge around here, I think it's like a 12 roughly now, which is pretty close to average on 3d6. And all he has to do is get within 6. He doesn't have to kill anything. He just has to get within 6. All right, let's see that charge roll.
Fat number.
That is not enough, but you have enough CP to re-roll. Then that is worse, unfortunately. So 7 inches is not going to get him in there.
And then we'll just go with the Shaman.
Go with the Shaman. And he's going 8.
Let's see. So he's going to just
squeeze by.
Just so we can bop some. Yeah, because even if I go that way.
Yeah.
Shaman's attacks. Let's bop some Shaman. Nothing. I just wanted to poison them.
And then that's going to be it for us today there, just because with us going into turn 5, I'm going to get the extra 2 points and my agenda with prize sorcery of keeping one of my sorcerers alive. And Jesse's lost all of his battle line units, so he's not going to hold the line. Yeah, that's going to be a really close one. Again, coming down to turn 5, and really came down to like a single charge roll that Jesse had to make. Yeah, wow. It was a really interesting game. I think both of us, as we kept commenting before, probably for those first couple turns, especially like turns 2 and 3 when we were fighting, we just kind of bounced off each other. Don't let this change your opinion on Kragnos. He does not normally need that many turns to smash through a Vampire Lord on a zombie dragon.
When we're talking about it, you can usually just kill him on the charge.
Yeah, right. He has that chance to kill him on the charge just with his multiplying charge effect, where he multiplies the 2 dice together as long as he doesn't roll a 7. He has a good chance of killing him just doing that, and then let alone all you ever need is that hammer to strike home, right? Like that flat 4 damage. It hits so hard. I somehow got lucky and I did like 6 damage to him with Pestilent Breath, but other than that, I barely tickled him. I think I did 12 wounds overall, which I guess 2/3 of the way there, but he was never really the priority. Like I said, even with my Vampire Lord, when he went over there that first turn, I needed those Gutrippers dead so he could redeploy, or something else could redeploy and would have provided a screen when Kragnos first came over here. But then that didn't happen, but then somehow Jesse missed that first round of attack, and the wet noodle fight continued on for a couple of turns there. Direwolves, again, just being 2 wounds is just amazing. When they get a death save, they have 5-up armor built in. I think they're a really strong, awesome battle line for Soulblight, and they work really well with Vyrkos, which is my favorite. Yeah, like again, it was really, really close. Couple of dice rolls could have really swung the game either way. Again, like we both missed. I missed killing the Sludgeraker by 1 wound. Jesse, again, whiffed with Kragnos charging into the Vampire Lord, so both of us dropping a battle tactic there. Was a little rough. But again, I guess that just brings up that, like, make sure you get those easy ones, like we bring up in Vice, get that aggressive expansion early so you get those easy ones out of the way so you're not struggling later game to get those battle tactics, because as you guys can see again today, really, like, I think I'm going to end up beating you without the 3 points from the agenda. I'm going to beat you by like 2-3 points, which is essentially a battle tactic and a bonus point with a monster battle tactic away of just being a tie game, right? So
yeah, for sure. And then also, even if he did make the charge, if you made it high enough to basically pile in 3 and then kill Bella, it's basically a win.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I discovered I was going to redeploy the Direwolves, and then Jesse pointed out that I'd be making the charge easier for him and then get into range of Bella, which was very generous of him, so I was able to change that redeploy to Bella, so she would be out of harm's way but still letting Jesse able to possibly get in and secure that objective. But again, super close rematch again. We'll definitely have to do this one again, and I think if it's one that has me deployed a little bit closer, Kragnos will get unleashed all the sooner, and it will definitely cause a lot of damage. But again, thanks for watching us, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to all things Gaming Grotz. And don't be afraid to check out Thunder Games and Gifts for all your used hobby needs. Those guys are great. They will absolutely